Have you ever had a moment where you just wanted to crawl up into a ball and just stop existing? Well, today was that day. So some of you may know I am in year 11 now, which means I have a lot of stuff to be doing, exam preparation, all that good stuff, all that fun stuff that we just love doing. Goodbye. And one of the things that I have to be getting on with is Spanish. Now, anyone that knows me in real life knows that I absolutely despise Spanish. Like in my top 3 worst subjects, Spanish is by far the third worst one. The first worst one is maths and always will be math. My Spanish teacher does not make this any better. In fact, I could argue that my Spanish teacher now is the reason I don't like Spanish as a whole. She's like your stereotypical Karen teacher, if you know what I mean. Do this, do that, you're not allowed to go to the toilet, not allowed to fill up your water bottle, all of that stuff. But today is one of those days where I kind of wasn't having it. I was just like, yeah, you know what, I'm not really dealing with this today. You do whatever you want to do, but I'm not going to be a part of it. At this point, the lesson is going fine. I mean, nothing's really happening, and she hasn't really said much, which is always a plus. But then she starts going through the memrise. Now, for those of you in the US who probably use Duolingo to learn languages, over here in the UK, most schools will use memrise. And it's usually not that bad if you're not using it in school. And she will usually check the memrise every single week to see who's doing what, who isn't doing their work and stuff like that. You get the idea. Is this Icy Nutella? Why is he in here? Now, anyone who knows me in real life will say that I'm a pretty decent student. I mean, I never break any rules intentionally, and I'm usually a pretty hardworking individual. However, when it comes to Spanish, that could not be further from the truth. Oh, that guy's dead. And so my Spanish teacher is probably saying something like, Estudiantes, es hora de que les cuente sobre la Gran Guerra. Es una historia de trágico dolor y un montón de patadas en el culo. I mean, I wasn't really paying attention, I never usually am when it's her. But then she starts talking about the memrise. And at this point I'm kind of like, shoot, I haven't actually done any memrise, I'm gonna have to think of a really good excuse. Well, I don't know what these people were doing. I mean, believe in yourself, man. And the thing that she likes to do every single time that she checks memrise is see who isn't a part of the group yet. Which, fair enough, I mean, if you're not part of the group, then how are you getting all of that learning time in? And then she starts listing off everyone that's in, like, the group memrise thing, and I'm just like, I'm chilling at this point, because I know I've joined, I didn't do anything, but I joined, so at least I can't get in trouble for that. Then, she pauses, looks at the name, and goes, Dafin? Eso suena como un número que luchó junto a mí la Gran Guerra. Okay, she didn't actually exactly say that, but like, it was pretty much what she said. At this point, I am royally freaking out. Now keep in mind, at this point, only my like close friends know about my YouTube channel like at all, so I wasn't expecting too much attention to be drawn to myself. But then, one of my friends has the ingenious idea of turning around and staring at me. And you know how schools are, when one person starts staring, they all start staring, that's just how it goes. So he turns around, like does the troll face directly at me, everyone else starts staring, I hear a few people laughing, and at this point I just want to crawl into a ball and die. Thanks, Spanish teacher, I thought we were finally getting along, but no, you have to throw this curveball and now I hate you even more. Luckily they didn't spend too much time on me because some person has just as ridiculous a name as I did, according to the teacher. I almost made it worse as well, because when she read it out for the first time, the first thing I did was I went, what? Really loudly. When she read it, I was like, who's this Duffin gun? I'm just like, what? What Duffin? I don't see any Duffin. Do you see any Duffin? I don't see any Duffin. I don't know what you're talking about. Looking back on it now, I can appreciate the humor, you know, hearing the words Duffin Doodles for the first time without any context of having a YouTube channel, I would have laughed too. I guess the moral of this story is, don't have friends, they will always manage to disappoint you.